Can you imagine being cursed for dating a married man? Over past recent years, there's been an increase in socialites making so much money with no hard evidence of what work they're actually doing. And not just socialites, like women, in whatever industries who are making money, buying luxury cars, owning houses. And yet if you ask them, "Oh, what do you do?" they'll just tell you, "Oh, God has richly blessed me. And, you know, I work hard and I save my money and invest in all the right places." And yet they don't have a job. So seeing this, 22-year-old Maureen was aspiring for that lifestyle. She came from humble beginnings, where her mother worked really hard to afford any little thing she could to help Maureen. But she also had to take out loans to ensure that Maureen went into a good school. Unfortunately, Maureen was often looked down upon in those schools because she wasn't rich. She wasn't cool. She wasn't popular. And all of that bullying and that negative attention honestly made her feel very bad about herself. Made her start eating a lot and gain weight. Regardless of the weight gain, she was very pretty. And thankfully, a lot of men would move to her. Now, unfortunately, men moving to her gave her the validation that she so craved. She would talk to men, crave that validation. And that was the start of her reckless living. By the time she was in her final year of college, Maureen was really attracted to that high-end lifestyle. Rich living, buying whatever it is you want. Except for she couldn't actually afford it. So she realized the key to her success would be to date richer and older men. Immediately, she dropped her boyfriend at a time, started dating richer, older men, and they were able to finance the lifestyle she desired. Little by little, she saved up money to do the one thing she really, really wanted. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was a BBL. After her BBL, her fame skyrocketed. Now she was an influencer. Now she was on social media. She was a socialite. People wanted to be her. The attention was so much more than she could have imagined. Everybody wanted her for brand deals. She was finally living the life she had hoped. But even 2 years after that, it wasn't good enough. Maureen wanted more. She wanted to become an even bigger influencer, an even bigger socialite. She wanted more. So she got in contact with another influencer that she had admired, who was on an even higher level playing field than Maureen. Let's call her Mina. So she reaches out to Mina on social media, like, "Hi, I'm trying to level up my game. I want to be cooler. I want to be richer. I want to be an even bigger influencer." Mina told her, "I don't usually give trade secrets away, but I kind of like you. I think we could be great friends." So Mina explained to her that, look, find a married man with a lot of money and get pregnant by him. That is step one. Maureen was like, "Okay, yeah, that's easy. I have so many married men in my DMs. All I have to do is scroll and pick." That's exactly what she did. Step 2. Mina told her that when you get to the 8-week mark, me and you are going to go to Cotonou, Benin. There, we will stay with the fetish priest. By the time Maureen had gotten pregnant, she then informed Mina and they went to Benin. They stayed with the fetish priest for a whole month. During that month, Maureen discovered that this was the fetish priest in charge of ensuring that socialites became very popular, ensuring that entertainers had millions of dollars, ensuring that everybody's success blew up beyond recognition. Following the 4-week period, the fetish priest provided Maureen with concoctions to drink. It triggered the loss of her unborn baby. The fetish priest then puts the unborn into a mortar and ground it into a paste. He then added some natural herbs and creams, and instructed Maureen that with this cream, you are to put it on your body on a daily basis. The father of this child will be stuck to you like glue in a way he will never understand. He will give you your heart's desires. And with that, both Maureen and Mina left. Now, Mina told Maureen, "Make sure you do not repeat any of what we've done to anybody ever and ensure that you only do this once." So Maureen went about her life. She started to apply this cream. And just like the fetish priest had told her, this man would not leave her alone. Everything she asked for money, house, cars, businesses, he would give her without question. 2 years later, she wanted more. Completely disregarding Mina's cautionary tale, she set out to find victim number 2. This time, the fifth richest man in Nigeria at the time, who had just slid into her DMs. They had just started talking, and Maureen decided that he was going to be victim number 2. So, she had sex with the man, got pregnant by the man, and skedaddled straight to Benin. Again, she did the procedure. Again, she came back home with the cream. Let's call this man Mr. Tundi. Upon her return back from Benin, Maureen got a call from Mr. Tundi. She quickly again applied the cream and got ready to pick the call. She picked the call and realized that Mr. Tundi was sounding very standoffish, very cold, very unresponsive. She was like, "Hey honey, what's wrong? What is happening?" He told her, "Look, turn on your camera. Have something to show you." She turns on her camera and sees Mr. Tundi wearing a red gown with a red head wrap. He was standing in a room filled with other gentlemen wearing a similar attire, but dressed all in black. Mr. Tundi looked at her and said, "Maureen, I am part of a secret society here in Nigeria, and I am aware of what you went to do in Benin. Unfortunately for you, it will not work. What will happen instead is we will curse you." Shocked and wanting to hear nothing more, Maureen quickly cut the call and blocked Mr. Tundi. She fell on her knees and started to beg God for forgiveness and giving her life to Christ. Little did she know that what she actually had to do was a public confession and apology, and then pray to God for forgiveness before then giving her life to Christ. Unfortunately for her, the curse had followed her regardless, and Maureen had gone completely crazy. To make matters worse, she suffered a stroke which completely paralyzed the right half of her body. Now she's not even sane enough to publicly confess and apologize, much less ask God for forgiveness. So ladies, when you see celebrities and socialites flaunting cars and money and houses, be careful in envying them. You never know what it is they did to get what it is they have. Now that's an entangled web. And that's all I've got for you guys today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.